All right, everyone, are you ready for some football? Because wrong place. All right, so this week's Pitfalls and Penguins features Jack, is played by uh, Eden down there,
Aaron.
and Aaron, same name. It's the same name. The, got Flint, played by the wonderful Mr. John. Werlitten, played by the tragic Mr. John. Ivan is played by Jeffrey, or is it spelled Geoffrey? And and Puck, played by the girl who's left.
Eden.
Yes, I know.
Eden.
For the record,
You might
Yes.
as well just start referring to us collectively.
Jeffrey is playing Flint.
Oh, wait, Jeffrey's Flint? Oh, shit. Who knows who any of you people are?
But apparently it did.
Luckily,
All
no
rabbits
one.
and all people with the name of E are the same. True story. It's true.
You're now going to claim that artist species this.
And my code PM, who I want to call David? Yeah, David sounds right.
Give me liberty, or $5. I mean, I'm cheap.
Good work, Dave. So, we begin this week with character Puck is out of jail, thanks to her ratting out Kat's character, Kitten, for things that she probably didn't do. List includes things like being the Boston Smasher. She's been smashing prostitutes for years. Psychological jaywalking. Pirate radio station. Tax evasion from faking death. Skateboarding in a church parking lot. Inappropriate cosplaying. Kill stealing on safari. And cannibalism.
You mean pathological jaywalking?
No, psychological.
I see, so she's just been doing it in her mind.
That's for the courts to decide. Also, since we last convened, Werlitten rolled working on his sweet new ride. Why don't you read off the what you rolled on it?
Well, starting from a week ago on day 1, I rolled for taking the goth scooter apart and hopefully removing the goth evidence from it. I succeeded with a 26. Day 2 was making the first dark battery for powering this abomination. I critically succeeded on this one. Day 3, making a second dark battery for this. I also critically succeeded. Next was the creation of the gravity drive. This one took me a little bit longer at 2 days, rolling a 17 and a 14 respectively. Next, indeed, was the magnetic drive on day 6, which rolled a 20, barely succeeding. Finally, we assemble the rollmobile, at which point we completely go off track with an epic failure.
Due to the epic failure, you have converted your rollmobile into a bookmobile. It constantly resupplies books in it. You can't even throw them out to get rid of them. Whenever you turn your back on it, it's full of books again.
But are they all pitfalls and penguins?
No, there's some other stuff in there too, but you will always have your trusty copy of Pitfalls and Penguins.
Well,
Available now.
This may actually be useful for our cataloger.
I'll organize your bookmobile. It's what I'm good at.
So we begin this week. Puck has received, in lieu of a jail sentence, community service, which he is volunteering at the local orphanage.
I would say this is involunteering, but...
Well, actually
it's better than
volunteering
prison,
is... Yeah, maybe, unless you're the orphan.
She has parents.
So Flint here is volunteering voluntarily, and for some reason Werlitten and Ivan are here. Come up with your own excuses. Go!
Well, I'm here to supply books for the orphans so they can finally learn how to read.
Get books out of his truck.
And I'm here because somebody thought I was an orphan and dragged me here and just threw me over the fence.
You clearly don't have parents. Parents wouldn't dress you like this.
But he has
Okay.
a cute little Letterman jacket.
I do like the Letterman jacket. You'll
He's
notice
so
in
precious.
the last episode, his outfit does not have what do you call it? It doesn't have the ear holes because his ears fall down through it. All right. So now that we've figured that out, what do you?
Long, so
And droopy.
This is
What do you
like
guys-
princess ears.
Yes, very fancy. What do you guys want to do now that you're at an orphanage?
I'm going to be
Because-
throwing books at the orphans.
Well, I come out here, realize that my friends are here, and start saying, "Oh God, oh God, oh God," which is the rabbit god, the penguin god, and the human god, respectively.
Oh,
So-
eat it, seal god. Gonna write a note down there.
Yeah.
Eat it, seal god.
Yeah, Steel God kind of sucks.
Well, you're kind of in trouble because seal god is the god of literacy, and we've got a bookmobile.
Please, I believe in science.
I wave at our rabbit friend. Say, hey, come back to lose at video games again?
No, I came here to help orphans. They get
see.
lonely if you don't visit them from time to time, you know, since they don't have parents and everything.
Just in case it isn't
You love
already.
orphans so much, why don't you adopt one?
Oh.
Oh, orphan slam.
Don't worry,
Hard to
orphans.
fit- It's hard to fit them in my burrow.
Don't worry, orphans. You're never going to get
Are
adopted
there any
anyways.
rabbit orphans? I'm gonna look around and try to find a rabbit orphan.
No, force him to adopt an orphan.
No, I'm just messing with him. Never mind. I'm not even gonna roll for that. But hey, nice to see you again. Good to see that, like, Jack didn't accidentally kill you that one time.
Hey.
In case it isn't already clear.
Around here, I mean, there were lasers.
Yeah, well, just so we're on record, when we get into the middle of a fight, just let me handle things and don't pick me up.
Look, you were cute and fluffy, and there were like 3 things around you. How was I not going to pick you up and run away?
He is
It's hard
pretty
Okay,
being-
while being completely
Paladin.
unsupervised, I cast Common Cold on the orphan E.
You cast what on him?
Common Cold,
Oh God!
Can I roll to notice that?
and that's the one number it takes for me to fail a cast. So,
Wait, really?
yeah, I.
For level 1, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see, that would be your awareness.
Can I roll to see if I notice that?
Yeah, sure.
So, you have +3.
+3.
Yeah, let's find out if I notice this as well.
Yes. Okay, can I roll to punch him?
For unsuccessfully trying to disease a child?
Yes.
Everyone is very aware that you did that. You must have just walked in with common cold hand. Fucking
You casted anime style, and we know how well anime goes over here.
Yes, and I'm going to be yelling at him for attempting to pass out pathogens, not for attempting to cast a spell.
Can I punch him from where I am?
Yeah, go punch him.
What, is that a strength check?
I believe, would that be
It'll
like,
be an attack.
Yeah, it's an attack because you're attacking him.
so just add 2 for your strength.
Why, I ought to throw the book at you. In fact, I think I will.
Considering that she's just using her bare fist, what would that be?
1d3?
What's your AC, buddy man?
Flat-footed. Normal it's 14, flat-footed 12.
Okay, yeah, that hits him.
So,
Knock it off, dude.
what would be the damage for that? Like 1d4?
Yeah, non-lethal. Of course, you guys don't have lethal damage, but
Yes. Well, you got a book thrown at you.
and you got hit with a book. Oh yeah, I guess I'll just put the Whirlmobile outside. Let me draw this.
I'm gonna try to heal the rabbit because I thought that was all pretty funny. So I'm gonna cast Cure on him.
Just so you know, I am driving the Whirlmobile inside.
Oh,
So let's see if I can successfully cast Cure on him. Where is my dice roller? 1, 2, 3.
Okay. If there's a responsible party here, I'm going to go alert them to the fact that there may be a problem in the immediate future.
okay.
You know
That
what?
would be
This is
F.
the second time people have thrown books at me.
True.
Hey, I cured
First time
you.
knocked you out.
I'm just okay with the 22. Do I manage to hit him with a Cure spell?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah, what's Cure? It's like 1d6.
Did someone just drop
1d8
out?
per level plus, or
Yes,
1d8 per
Joffrey
2 levels
disappeared.
plus your.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
As far
I
as
guess
I'm
we
concerned,
lost
it's not
Joffrey.
Joffrey.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I guess I'm going to be throwing
here's-
books at the orphans now. Starting with Orphan E.
Oh, it's 1d8 per 2 caster levels plus 1 point per caster level.
Can I hit Werlitten now?
Okay, 1d8, and then that would be plus 2 for my caster level, so you
4.
get healed 4 hit points.
Yeah, you're back to
Exactly.
normal.
And I've thrown a book at Orphan E.
Can I
Uh,
stretch far enough to hit Werlitten from here?
let's see. He's got cover, so do a 2-sided die.
Okay.
So that'd be a coin. But like you can like roll. And you
I cannot.
He gets
Okay,
books
then
for 2 damage.
No. I mean
you can pick
that
your-
was to even hit him with, because
Oh,
he's
well.
got cover, so it's still harder to hit him than if you're just throwing books at him when he's standing there.
Okay.
So roll. I guess roll damage now. You did clock him with a book though.
You guys are gonna make my community service take a lot longer.
For maximum damage.
So,
Wait, can I stretch far enough to slap him upside the head?
Well, you're gonna have to get through my vehicle first.
do we need to roll initiative?
I'm gonna say that knocks out the orphan.
Oh!
Well, at least
Okay,
he's sleeping
clearly
now.
this is gonna have to be my thing. Okay, I walk into, because it's going to be costing me my like community service time. The least I can do is try and heal that orphan.
I cast Sparks on the
Do I
book in the back of
succeed?
this book.
Yeah, that would work.
Okay, 1d8 plus 2, so he gets healed for 10 hit points.
Okay, so he
I have
gets
no
his
idea
4
how-
hit points back.
Yes. Are you okay, small child?
All right, Game of
You have a
Thrones. I
book.
can't wait to read it. This is hard to read at this age.
I'm pretty sure it'd be a Song of Ice and Fire.
You read the first
No,
one
that's the name of
first.
the whole series.
I'm gonna slip on my brass knuckles and come up here and try to punch through Werlitten's windshield. Say,
Or,
what the crap is wrong with you?
Um,
Okay, what's that's
whenever
gonna
I get a
be
turn-
regular attack, or do I got a strength through his windshield?
Yeah, let's put in a turn order. This has devolved very quickly.
You're the one who
I've already
decided to put
cast
us in an
Spark on
orphanage,
the
so...
Mobile, so
Let's see, roll for initiative, you have plus 4 to your initiative.
Sure. Okay.
$24. I think whatever's going on, I might be going first.
Put your numbers in yourselves because I'm not going to.
24!
Lazy.
oh, I guess I need to roll.
24 orphanage.
So does the
Oh, and,
Spark
uh,
take that
Jeffrey's not
earlier
here,
on
I'll
Book
roll
of Heals
him.
don't count?
No,
see.
I'm here.
Oh, there he is. Yay, he's back with a brand new edition.
He's back again.
Jeffrey.
He's got a new trick. Oh my god, guys, you're making my community service be complicated. I don't want to be dealing with these shitty, stupid little orphans anyways. But now, you come in here and you trash the orphanage. Oh my god. Oh
Yeah.
my rabbit god.
Yeah, I'm betting that they're loving that you're saying this out loud.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure those orphans know by now that Puck is not here because she wants to be.
Let me see. Do a perception check. The orphans are not quite sure if you're because your motives are clouded. They just heard that you got out of prison and came over to see them right away. They thought you might be their dad.
I am pretty handsome.
Okay, so what is everyone doing now?
Well, the only other orphans I can see are F and B.
F and B.
So
F's not an orphan.
F's not an orphan.
Turner is odd.
F is the orphan manager. I don't know what you call it.
Well, I'm sure
Orphan
the
boss.
Oh, the custodian.
That's the new reality TV show.
At any rate, I'm definitely going to be trying to throw another book at B as soon as it's my turn.
Okay.
I believe
Currently,
Jack's
it's
turn.
Jack's turn.
I'm going to attempt with my brass knuckles to punch through Werlitten's windshield and hit him whilst demanding what he is doing. To know what he's doing.
All
So
right.
that would that be a strength attack or an uncommon attack?
That's strength. You're just well, you're sundering the thing, so that's uncommon.
So okay, so that's bug sheet. Dang it. You have a 4 on uncommon attack, so
Okay. Ah, no! The first one.
Ah, trying to get 2 rolls out of it.
it just went twice. Thing is,
Okay,
you're-
fine. So
My
18.
click is really sensitive.
Well, that's going to hit a van.
Yes.
I don't even know why I had... Well, yeah, I know why I had you roll it, because you might have gotten a 1, and then things would be fun. But no! Okay,
We're
roll
rolling
damage.
well today.
I know, it's annoying. Well, except for that 2. That 2 could have been a 1, and that would have been great.
Good. If only.
Okay, do I hit Werlitten through the windshield?
If nothing else with broken glass.
Well, you gotta
Well-
hit through the glass first, so attack the glass.
Yes, damage the glass.
Roll damage for the glass with your brass knuckles.
Yes.
It would be 1d3, so actually less than your fist. But wait, what's my nothing? Just roll 1d3.
Roll a 1.
I gotta
Roll
figure
a
out
1.
what the hardness of windshield glass is, because I'm imagining it's pretty
roll
hard.
1d4 because it's just your fist. and
It's
then
listed in the
add
rules.
+2.
It has a hardness of 1 and
Oh.
hit points of
So
1
that
per
would be 6?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
hit points of
+2.
what?
hit points of 1 per inch of thickness. So it's going to
Well,
break.
windshield glass
it
is
might be just
gonna
the
be harder than
1d4.
that. Okay, well
Yeah,
that would...
windshield
Okay,
glass
whatever,
is
we'll go...
hard.
of
shatter.
glass plastic
Do you
glass.
honestly think I'm buying the good stuff whenever I'm building this thing?
You did
Yeah.
roll
So
a
basically,
1.
if you hit a hard bump, the windshield collapses in on you in pieces, is what we're saying.
Yes.
I got the 4, and then I take my modifier as 2, which I forgot to add.
Do you add your strength to attack rolls
I
for
don't
like
know.
your fist? I don't know.
Because Werlitten agrees
I'm
to have
also
done
wearing-
a terrible job at this. That punches right through the glass.
Okay, do I hit him?
Roll another attack roll.
So
Okay.
1d20. So it'd still be uncommon attack.
Yeah. No, you're punching him, so that'd be just regular.
Okay, so you have a plus. Yeah, you just use your strength modifier,
Which is 4.
which is 2. Which you get to use or imaginary, considering that.
Considering I really want to hit him, and
Doesn't
She
she-
imagine-
It needs to be a little more fantastic.
Okay.
That's going to hit my AC of 12.
Not bad.
Jeez.
So 1d4.
Well, also, I'm
damage.
assuming wearing a seatbelt makes you flat-footed. So-
Possibly.
You already rolled the.
But
you don't
does
get
Werlitten
to add
wear
your
his
strength to your
seatbelt?
attack. It's just 1d4 because that's what a fist does.
I guess
Yeah,
we could
she
have a
does 2 damage.
seatbelt check.
2 damage and screams at him.
yeah, I yell at him. I demand to know what he is doing. What do you think he's doing?
Why are you trying to kill me? Okay, so he takes 2 damage.
Am I wearing a seatbelt? Did I even bother to install a seatbelt?
Apparently you did.
Ah,
And apparently it's one of those NASCAR seat belts.
Ooh.
oh, what are those? Oh
Those
man.
8-point seatbelts.
Oh man, I'm definitely going to be crashing real hard with this one gear device.
Full of
The
books.
windshield, considering the windshield's glass doesn't shatter like regular glass, she probably doesn't have shards of glass in her arm. Is it like intentionally like pills?
Even if I did, it probably wouldn't hurt me very much.
You probably do due to the fact that I'm using real glass rather than, expensive windshield glass.
I'm
Glass
wearing
making
brass
attack.
knuckles, and I just punched through a bunch of glass. So
I made the
yeah,
glass make an
that's
attack
probably
roll.
going
It
to
does not
hurt
hit.
you.
Oh well. That's going to be. Ow! What's that for? What? The orphanage? They're already used to abuse. What's the
You're
problem?
throwing books at children, you douchebag! I will strangle you if you do not cut it out!
What? What makes you think I'm cutting things? What?
I will cut you!
Hey, the orphans need to read.
The orphans need their brains to not have concussions to read.
Anyways, this is definitely going to be a diplomacy check.
Do I need to roll diplomacy? Let's see.
You're going to
Intimidating.
convince her that it's okay that you are bashing.
So it'd be you would be rolling an opposed check. Would it be like a will save?
Yeah,
So
It's awareness, I think.
or wisdom.
I think it's awareness.
Okay.
your wisdom is also 2.
Yeah, not that that's going to do much.
Right.
She's not very convinced.
She wins the argument. Or at least is winning the argument presently.
Yep.
Should we have an argument fight? Because I would love that.
Oh, fine, I'll deliver it to them. Fine.
Thank
Jerks.
you.
All right. I'm going to be pulling my bookmobile into first gear and plowing through the wall towards D.
Okay.
We're assuming Jack's probably at the hood on the hood of the car at this point. Yes.
Let's
Making-
see.
Making an attack roll against the wall.
I gotta figure out how to spin you. There we go.
Flint's turn right now, though.
Oh, yeah, it's not your
I
turn.
get a turn.
Yeah, stay in place, Goober.
Oh.
All right, you're up, Flint.
All right, so I assume that I know F by name if I've been volunteering here for a while.
Yeah.
His name is
Oh.
F-E-E-F-F.
Is it a male or a female?
It's Frankie Orfanino. Orphanarium runner extravaganza. Something. Man, I'm not good at this.
Hey, Mr. Orfanino. We've got some volunteers who I happen to know who've just come in, and if you don't, they're very task-oriented. So if you don't give them something to do specifically, well, the orphanage is going to burn down in probably under a minute. So you might want to get out there and tell them something specific
Challenge
to be doing.
accepted.
Damn it, Ivan, that wasn't a challenge.
Okay, I'm gonna add Mr. Orfanino into the order. 1 sec.
Honestly, he's the greatest herald of our badassery.
Yes. Someone who doesn't want us to be a badass and yet is unable to stop us.
Just warning everyone, which makes us sound really cool. To be fair, it's those assholes. I've been volunteering here for like a week.
Okay, Ivan, though, you're up.
Okay, first off, is there an air vent near me?
Let me see.
Should I roll awareness for this?
There are like 50 air vents near you. Like, this place is cold as hell because I got a 1.
Okay. I created
Many of them have the
illusion.
rotating fan in them, making them death traps, though. And it's not obvious which ones, because they're spinning so fast you can't necessarily tell if there is a fan there.
Okay,
So
I
go
created
ahead.
an illusion that poisonous centipedes are pouring out of the nearest air vent.
Okay.
I assume we all have to make a will save against it.
Yeah. I'll do the orphans.
Well, I'm a bit distracted by being punched, so I'm
It's
not going to notice
visual
them.
tactile illusion, so if anybody goes up and tries to touch them, they'll be able to feel them crawl up their arms.
What is the resist to it?
Let me...
Yeah, I don't notice them at all.
Well, that's one way to avoid...
Hey, I'm distracted. I'm being punched out at the moment.
You're being strangled by a crazy woman.
It's a will save to neglect,
Only
which is
being
just
punched.
50.
She will strangle him if he throws any more bullets.
15?
It doesn't say the DC.
Oh, okay.
Just says will save to neglect.
It's usually like the spell level plus 10 plus like the casting stat, which I think is pretty much in Pitfalls and Penguins. Is that right?
Yeah. So what is your int and casting level?
My intelligence modifier is 2. My casting level is 2.
Okay.
Or
So it would be like 15.
wait, it's illusion's level 1 spell. So that is it.
Oh, well, it would
my
follow
level or
you
just
as you
level?
level up. So yeah.
Alright.
Let's see. Only Orphan C is convinced by this.
Everyone else is doing pretty okay.
Oh, do you want me to roll? Or
And
is it
with
another
that,
room?
I walk out of the orphanage.
You little butt. You little very fluffy butt.
Okay. What are the rest of you kids doing?
I believe it's my turn.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to charge out there and make an intimidation check against anyone who will listen and say, okay, if you assholes don't calm the fuck down, I am going to personally ruin your life. This is part of my parole. Oh my god. Oh my rabbit god. Oh Jack god. Oh human god, seal god, penguin god, all of the gods. Fucking stop it. I'm not trained in Intimidate, so I do not have any bonus to that. But that's what I roll.
Alright, yeah, I guess you guys need to try to resist being intimidated.
That's a will save, right?
I roll a concentration check not to listen.
You're not really yelling at me, though. I'm trying to stop Werlitten.
I'm yelling at everyone who
Okay.
is near me. Anyone
Is
within
a
the sound of
13
my
enough
voice, I'm
to
yelling
ignore
at.
the whole yelling at?
I apparently just barely make it.
Yay!
Oh.
I'm gonna assume that my concentration check failed, and then roll a will save.
Yeah, you hear her yell. The dice roller has to catch
Okay.
up. Holy cow. Oh wait, there it
Alright,
goes.
I rolled an 18, so.
None of you are incredibly persuaded by her argument, although you do see some merits in not screwing everything up forever.
For the first time in Pitfalls and Penguins history.
We're going to do something reasonable.
Boy. Alright, Werlitten, your turn to do something reasonable.
Well, I think it's reasonable for me to get this crazy woman off of me, so I'm going to be ramming the wall in an attempt to stun her.
We're such good friends.
That would be this
Okay.
wall over here.
Ping it for me.
Crit.
The best friends that anyone could ever be.
Can you
give
ping
me a
the wall so we
reflex
can know
save,
where you're
too.
aiming?
Okay, reflex save? Just a second,
Yeah.
what is your reflex? Your reflex is 7.
Oh, nice. Oh, 7. I think I get off.
He got a crit, so you're still going into the wall, but you're going
Ooh.
to take less damage.
Okay.
Let's see how much damage I deal to the wall.
Is it the wall in front of you?
It'll be this wall over here.
Is it this one?
I see.
Okay.
The one for the one that is facing.
Okay.
Oh,
Bam.
Kablam!
So
So, do you...
I say
Hey, it's
See
Jack's
what I
turn to
mean?
be crunched into a wall.
Oh.
Do I manage to actually break the wall, though?
Roll your damage.
Vehicular assault, what would that be damage as?
God. Okay, this gets tricky. Okay, so you got something that goes very slow but is very heavy.
that would probably be like a large.
And I think I'm weak to
Maybe
bludgeoning damage. Does that
2d8.
count as bludgeoning damage if I'm being slammed against a wall?
Probably.
Yeah, I would say yes.
But you're pretty
Oh.
reflexive.
Where's my Pitfalls and Penguins book when I need it?
Yeah.
Everyone knows that you pirated it. You don't have to lie to us.
No, I donated to the Kickstarter.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah,
you
mine's
can't pirate
pirated.
it. We give it away for free.
Oh, why did I donate to the Kickstarter?
Okay, so what? Oh, let's say it's a D10, maybe. I don't know, because it's so low speed.
Okay. I managed to deal 8 damage to the wall.
Okay.
To the
Let
wall,
me
but like
figure out what kind of sturdiness an orphanage's walls are.
Definitely
Well, I
inferior.
Normal walls are
I don't know if they're like in an
have a
old public
hardness of
institution
10,
building.
so probably like a hardness of 5.
I don't know. A lot of orphanages like they have those big ominous brick buildings, so maybe it's like more sturdy.
Well, that's on the
That's only the
outside,
exterior.
though.
Fair enough.
The interior is usually just spackle.
I'm gonna let you go through it.
Alright.
And so let's see. You did 8 damage, Jack. You take 4 of it because you reflexively only got half smashed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing pretty well.
Oh, that ain't so bad.
That ain't so bad.
Yep.
So she
Okay.
risks losing
I'm
her
glad someone
doctor.
other than me is
Oh,
being
okay.
smashed into a
Okay,
wall.
I'm going to try to, like, spiderweb up Werlitten in my hair to keep him from doing anything anymore currently.
So you're gonna grapple him with your hair.
Yeah,
So
so that's my grapple. Your grapple's an uncommon attack, so that's 4.
See?
All right, you gotta resist it. It's uncommon attack. Dexterity for you, Werlitten.
Alright.
Also, wouldn't he kind of be at a disadvantage because he just crashed through a wall?
Well,
I
he's
thought-
also, I don't know how he's going to dexterity his way out of it since he's wearing an 8-point car seat.
Well, I'm also slightly covered by the fact that, the front of the car is through a wall.
He also just got punched in the face.
So roll your whatever. We'll try to make heads or tails of this.
I apparently succeed.
Apparently. Impressive.
Well, okay, I guess she doesn't get your arms or legs because that's the only thing she could really grab since you're pretty locked into the chair.
You could grab his face.
You should have taken his glasses. Okay.
Oh well, I beat him with them.
Yeah, because,
You
everyone
wouldn't
knows
hit a
that
man with glasses, would you?
everyone knows that the glasses are the
Yeah, man.
all-important part of a scientist.
He'd die without him. Okay, it's Frankie Orphanopoulos' turn. Oh, I like his name more than I have come up with a concept for him. Let's see. So what is Frankie's deal? So Frankie, got into the orphaning business as a young man, trying to make trying to make a few bucks, trying to, change the world, if you will. And he's not going to put up with scientists crashing bookmobiles into his orphanetium. And so he's going to come over here and throw open the car door and try to drag Werlitten out, despite the fact that he is wearing a very, very elaborate seatbelt. So he gets a 20 on the grapple check and begins to try to pull you out.
Hey, Frank.
This has been a session of ludicrously good rolls rather than ludicrously terrible.
So, pulling you against the car seat, he gets you, he does 2 damage to you, and gets you half out of it. So basically, you're being strained through a car seat belt.
Did I grab hold of him in any way?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, he apparently swatted you away, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, Flint, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna be okay.
Well, since Frankie seems to be handling Werlitten, let's see. I guess I'm gonna go out here and make sure all of the children are still alive. So I get out the door, and I guess now I would notice the green smoke or whatever. I didn't.
Centipedes.
Illusion. Centipedes?
Poisonous
Do you say smoke or
centipede pouring out of it.
What
I
is
thought
it
he
now?
said smoke.
I said poisonous centipede pouring out of the air
Oh,
vent.
centipedes. Okay. So
Thank God they're not human centipedes.
Ew. The orphan's life.
If that started pouring out of an air vent, I'd just leave. Like, nope. This is someone else's problem.
all right. I don't think I passed that. So
Yeah, you see centipedes.
I air vent, huh? So is it on the floor or is it on the ceiling?
It's on the ceiling.
Ah. Okay. Well then, I guess I go over and let's see. Where can you give me a where?
Yeah, I'll
what
ping a
square
spot.
is it actually in?
Ping.
Okay, let's see. So I moved 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, here I can just use the ruler. So that's 50. Got a move of 40. So I'll double move. I'll double move to get in that square, and then I'll start attacking it as if it were a swarm. I guess.
Okay.
You could charge attack them. Or
Oh.
no, you were in the room.
No, well, I started moving. I was in the other room, so yeah. So that's my turn. I just get there, and then I'll have to
Okay.
do an attack next turn.
Next on the agenda is Mr. Ivan.
Okay. I cast a rock wall to seal off the entranceway.
Okay.
You little butt.
Well, it's a good thing that you have a ramming vehicle right here.
And a man half pulled out of it. Okay, I guess that puts up a rock wall there. Alright, next up on the whatever this is Puck.
Okay. So the rock wall is covering the entire exit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Magic hand can't go through things, correct?
No. Well, and you also couldn't see to aim it if you went through it.
Very true. I was like, I was gonna bitch slap the dumbass rabbit who's ruining my job. But,
Hey, if you rescue the orphans, then you might get extra hours.
Extra hours.
As
Judge
a
might go
progress
easier on you.
hour.
okay.
Take it off of your
Oh, okay. I am going to continue to yell at these people, move over here, and do another intimidate check. Seriously, stop it! Stop it!
Werlitten's being pulled by the proprietor of all of this.
I'm still yelling at them. That's what I do best, apparently.
Okay, Werlitten, guess resist it. That's what you do.
Yep, I'm rolling well.
Like barely mediocre.
17 is not mediocre.
Well, still.
Oh, there I go.
Mediocre compared to whatever other roles there are.
Apparently, I'm pretty strong-willed.
Werlitten gives no crap.
You're
In fact,
probably
it's his
not
turn.
intimidated by the 5', 3 girl with pink hair.
Making a bluff check against Frank. What's his face?
Frankie Orphanopolis?
Yeah, Frank. Sounds like the orphans might be in trouble over there. You should probably go deal with that instead of, someone being a jerk with a vehicle here.
All right.
I believe his proper name, by the way, Art, would be Bradley Franklin Orphanage.
I needed him to be B, unfortunately. Damn. Oh, well, nope. I still got you.
Oh no. Alright. I guess I'm going to have to resist this grapple then.
All right.
That'll be an uncommon attack then?
Yes.
Alright. That's probably not going to do much.
Yeah, he's still tearing away at you. All right, your
Okay.
turn.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to help get this crap stopped by bullying Werlitten into submission, so I'm going to attempt to give him an atomic wedgie. I don't know what that roll would be.
Okay, that'd be uncommon attack.
You're going to have to get into the vehicle first. You currently don't have line of sight on me.
I don't, because I had my arm in the car before.
I thought you was within the windshield.
My arm is at least in the windshield, because I just punched you.
The windshield
Oh, yeah,
is in
you
another
need to be
room.
moved over here.
Yeah.
Still, I'm on the car hood. Like,
Yeah, okay.
you smashed me through the wall.
All right, you're upsies.
Common attack.
20 grit.
All right, your turn.
How much damage would that be rolling for? It'd probably be psychological damage.
Well, he has to resist it too.
Okay.
How do you
Okay.
resist a wedgie?
Desperately
Not
pulling
wear
your
underwear.
underpants down.
Clench your butt cheeks with all your might.
Going commando.
No, I don't resist the wedgie.
It's like
Oh,
high
man,
school
it's just
all
like high school
again.
over again.
Is wedgie a lighter fighter move? Because if it isn't, I'm kind of disappointed in myself.
Well, it should be.
Let's see.
If my check.
So what would we roll for damage for that?
Improvisational. So 4, or is that
Okay,
2? Okay, 2.
Oh, man.
Points of very unenjoyable damage. Okay.
Shame damage
I
is
like
what
it.
it is.
Freddy over there
Okay.
playing against him.
This is probably a pretty painful wedgie.
I
This
do not
devolved
see
quickly.
wedgie in the
But for once, we're trying to stop evil from happening.
So
Hey, this
guess
isn't
what?
evil. This is merely
Jack
chaotic.
identifies as orphan. 'Cause she doesn't
So
really
guess
have
what I
orphans.
just rolled?
A 1.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
So, in Frankie's attempt to tear you out of the car seat, which he successfully does, he accidentally steps on the gas while knocking it into reverse.
This car only has one gear shift. It does not have a reverse function.
He
how
got
annoying
one, so
one
he
is.
got it in reverse.
Somehow.
Wow, that
It
moved
takes
the
the
entire
whole wall
wall.
with him.
Well, it is a pretty cheap wall. It may very well do that.
So you guys go careening this way out the rock gate.
I'm
And
assuming that this
roll
is
reflex to
something...
avoid being crushed.
Okay, reflex for me, that's something that maybe I'll live through. Yeah, my reflex is awesome.
Yeah, not that it would do much damage to you anyway, seeing as how this is
Wait,
both a...
would this, I guess, and I would be flat-footed anyway because I have uncanny dodge, so
Yeah, you're fine. You get it out of the way.
I
Yeah.
do like probably some like cool backflip out of the way.
I mean, not that
Didn't
Or
it.
roll
like a
that
really
good.
mediocre backflip.
I can jump backwards out of the way pretty far.
Like if I was paying attention, I'd be like,
More of
give
a
it a 5.
as it goes by.
I mean, the thing really won't deal that much damage anyway, seeing as how it's floating off the ground.
Considering how few health points I have, I'd prefer not to take any.
How many hit points did you get from that last level?
Like 6.
That's good.
Yeah, like I'm a lucky roller, but like that still means I only have 10 hit points.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
still
how did you get
almost
6 if you only had
I
4
rolled
to start with?
6. I rolled 6 and then I got a -1 for my constitution.
You don't do that, I don't think.
Yeah, you do. She's an
Uh-huh.
imp.
I thought that you added your constitution, which my constitution is a -1.
I thought that the
Yes.
maximum negative you could have for it is a 0, in order to prevent people from having negative hit point gains.
No, there's just a minimum game.
Well,
of
yeah.
one.
So she got a 6, and then she subtracted 1, so she got 5. 5 plus
It's
5
the-
is 10.
Oh, I thought you were
For her,
4
she was-
before.
Still get.
Yeah, I
thought
was
she
a
was
whole 5.
5 before. Oh.
A whole
Well,
5.
We'll go through the math later, but currently
Yeah.
we have crashed a car back through the rock wall, shattering that.
Hooray!
Hooray, the
Dirty
orphans can escape.
shrapnel.
Yeah, does anything hit Ivan?
So, Flint, it's your turn.
How much
Okay.
damage has the bookmobile taken so far?
I'm gonna say just surface damage. I mean, you guys smash windshield and beat up bumpers, but the insides are still working.
Does
Yes.
it have air bags? And if so, do they go off?
Psh, safety? You think I'm going to install that?
Yeah,
It
they
was
do
built
not
an
have.
8-point belt.
What do you think I am, a responsible inventor?
Maybe. All right. So next up on the agenda is Flint.
Okay, so I am going to use my power attack against what I assume is a swarm of poisonous centipedes.
All right, roll a 1 for me. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, wrong one. Man, now I'm just mad at you instead.
don't be mad, Art.
Why, when you roll a 1, I told you to. This is ridiculous.
I tried. I get bad at rolling what I want.
What is an AC for a swarm? Whoa, you still around?
An imaginary swarm.
The AC for a swarm. I'm actually trying to remember how it works. I believe it pretty much is dependent on the swarm itself. What did he roll?
I got an 11.
And it's
So
not
it'd
a
have
real
to be
swarm.
pretty low.
How big is it?
It's a swarm of centipedes.
No, how big is
That
the
are
swarm?
imaginary.
Swarms are defined by the area they cover.
How many turns has it been pouring in, and then how fast does it pour in at?
We'll say it's filling a meter.
Okay. So
Okay,
it's a
that's
5 foot.
Then,
Yeah, 5 foot square.
yeah, technically that's not actually a swarm by D&D rules, so he can just hit it.
Okay.
Like a swarm minimum has to be 10 by 10.
That'd be a lot of centipedes.
Yeah, swarms generally are ridiculously big and very, very hard to kill if you're just trying to hit them with a blunt object.
In all fairness, if I saw a 5 by 5 foot area of centipedes, that would be big in my mind. Like that would be enough for me to go, oh shit.
Well, regardless,
That's people run away level.
I'd be
Yeah.
honestly surprised by the fact that they were contained within a 5 by 5 area. Very
Yeah, I know.
organized.
regardless, basically the way that swarms work, I would say that probably would hit just because it's not trying to evade because it's an illusion. The way
Okay.
it works is, for future reference, a real swarm would take half damage unless you're hitting it with an area attack.
Okay.
Basically, they're casting magic missile on the darkness.
Do me an awareness, please. See if you figure out that you're attacking an imaginary swarm, though.
You want an awareness, or do you want another will save?
Awareness.
Okay, I got it
At this point.
Yeah, awareness
Okay.
would be to notice that you're not doing as much damage as you should be doing, because I doubt that Ivan is modifying the swarm to take into account it's being attacked.
Okay, yeah, so you take a shot at it and realize, hey, there's something not right here.
The question is, does he have the wisdom to know that it's, fake, or does he just think it's really tough?
I don't know. What's the wisdom bonus?
We could roll a wisdom, too. Roll all the dice.
Okay. Let's see. No wisdom bonus, but no neg either. So just a straight 20. They're obviously super evolved centipedes.
But no wisdom bonus.
My attacks are ineffective for some terrible reason.
How does the paladin not have wisdom? Okay, here we go.
I'm more curious as to how he has an 11
He's a very
for,
special paladin.
modifier for awareness, but no wisdom. Saying I have mine capped and I can only get 10 with a +1.
Because it's a class skill, and then rabbits get a bonus for
The
awareness, and then let's see.
Yeah, I have it as a class skill as well, and the +4 awareness bonus for a rabbit, and I only have it at +10 as my cap.
We'll figure out the math later.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll have to figure out the math
Let's
later.
see. I have 4 ranks in it. Is that too many for a class skill? I thought you could put twice your level, right?
Yeah.
You can put your level.
Okay, so I have 4.
would be your max.
I have 4 ranks in it. I have 4 for the modifier for being a rabbit, and I have 3 for the fact that it's a class skill.
What?
So that's an 11.
I think
4
that
plus-
last one isn't supposed to be there.
See, now I just imagine all the characters like stopping everything to have a conversation
Or is
about
there,
this. Are you really that aware?
So I'll trot over here. Be like, hey, E, we're going to calmly gather all together, all the orphans together, somewhere far away from incredibly deadly centipedes. Yeah.
He responds, what are you talking about? There's no incredibly deadly centipedes. See, he actually
Right.
passed this one.
Right.
Was not
There aren't. Just come with me to get the other orphans.
All right, Ivan, you're up. And I'll put E
I cast
on the
the
turn
illusion that
rotation
the
at the
van
end.
is on fire.
I wouldn't be surprised
what-
if that wasn't an illusion.
Oh, that the van is on fire. Okay.
Damn it, I just made this thing.
So I assume that everyone in the band would have to make a will save to see if they notice that it's an illusion.
Yeah.
You roll a lot of 17s,
I
buddy.
do.
Poor man's 18.
I think there's a fire in here.
Oh no, it's a book burning.
Oh no.
Oh, and the 2 senses it fools is sight and smell. Just because burning metal smells bad.
Okay. Let's see. So next up, given this new information, is Puck.
Okay. I'm gonna go... Can D and C both hear me from here?
Everyone can hear you if you yell.
Okay. I'm going to make a diplomacy check to yell to the orphans that we're getting the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Because I would prefer not to be implicated in an orphan massacre.
Oh, good. You're helping. Excellent.
So that's concentration plus diplomacy. My diplomacy is 7. Okay, kids, we're getting out of here. You know the plan. Fire drill, fire drill.
Okay. Oh, bring them
Door's
out.
blocked off by fire.
The front door's blocked off by fire, so I'm yelling to all the kids who can hear me, and we're gonna be getting the hell out of here. Is there a window?
Is there an
In any of
emergency
these
exit? I mean, this is an orphanage.
No,
I assume
not
not.
a single window.
They're all barred. Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna go, I'm gonna try and lead them over to this room, where E is and Flint. My little orphan minions.
Alright.
But yeah, is there an emergency exit anywhere? Can I make a knowledge orphanage check?
Sure.
Because, I can roll any knowledge thing as if I had the class skill. But, let's see, history plus intelligence.
Well, and you've been
plus-
here for a week.
Yeah, level plus intelligence, so that's 3. That's plus 5. I know a lot about orphanages.
That's good to know.
Okay, do I know where the emergency exit is?
Yes.
Where is it?
Oh, you want to know where it is? Great. We'll pretend that there is actually a door at the end of this here, and I'll make a connection point. So to the far right.
Okay. Alright.
So,
I guess I will actually be... I will tell this to Flint. Okay, Flint, we need to go get to the emergency exit, otherwise we're going to end up with a lot of dead orphans on our hands, and I prefer not for that to happen.
I'm glad that we're on the same page this time, Puck.
I'm glad we are too.
Okay, Werlitten, who is half pulled out of his car seat, has another man on top of him and has just crashed into a wall with a shapeshifter on the front of his car.
Do I still
What do
have
you
a
want
hold
to
of
do?
his underwear?
Who is pulling your underwear off?
Well, I'm panicking now.
Nothing dirty sounding about this.
I'm pulling his underwear up.
It's starting to rip.
I think there's a fire in here. I'm panicking. Does that mean I get to use my imaginary strength to struggle to get out of this?
Okay.
All right. So it'll be an opposed. Or I'm going to be attempting to get out of this grapple. Yeah, this is going to go well. So, let's see if I manage to get out of these grapples.
All right. First one to oppose him, Jack.
So Jack would continue to... Would she just roll strength
Uh,
to keep hold of him?
yeah.
Keep hold of his underwear? So that's 2.
No, if he's the one who is actively trying to escape from the grapple, you defend with dexterity.
Okay, that's probably a lot better. Your dexterity is 3. You got a good hold on that underwear.
Also, do I think the thing's on fire? I'm not sure.
No, you don't.
Okay.
No, you passed.
Okay. You passed flying colors.
Oh, good. I passed.
Let's
Werlitten
see.
grappled 5.
And now roll against my grapple, or Frankie Orphanopolis's.
Okay.
Oh. Lightning grip on that underwear.
Yep. Okay, let's see about Frank's.
All right, face off. Roll again. It's a tie.
Just flat 1d20.
Yeah. Okay, you got that one.
So you no longer have a large man on you, but you just have a woman
Grabbing onto
lightning
my
grip
underwear.
onto your underwear.
Well,
Yes.
seeing so this has apparently happened to me before in high school, I'm probably going to just try to ditch the underwear. That's going to be dexterity to escape from my underwear, right?
Question,
Okay.
is it sexy underwear? Is it still the prostitute underwear?
No, this is just a pair of boxers with atom symbols on them.
Disappointing.
Yeah, probably.
Is that your roll?
Well, no, I'm just typing
okay.
out things. "12 to escape from my boxers."
No, you're still in them.
Okay.
Although this probably felt really, really awkward for everyone involved.
That feels awkward for no such situation.
Make a shame check.
I was going to say, technically, escaping the boxes would probably be a strength check.
Oh, strength check. Really?
Maybe you can use your
Well, because the
imaginary
idea is
strength.
you're not trying to wiggle out of them, you're trying to literally rip them off of your body so that you can get away. So that would
I
be
thought he was
strength.
trying to
not-
dive forward away from my pulling.
Okay, so do we want to actually re-roll this, or just
Yeah,
assume
we'll
that I-
just... Okay, re-roll it because you might get a 1.
Yeah,
I'm bound by the limits.
I'm still
of your
panicking,
underwear.
so...
He still has his pants on. It's just like he's trying to escape his underwear. He's trying to flee his underwear on foot.
If he manages to get out of his underwear without ripping them off of his body, then that takes his pants with it.
Nope, no luck again.
No, if I'm still stuck here.
You're bound by the constraints of your underwear.
Alright, Jack,
How
it's
did
your
scientists
turn.
get it?
Okay, I'm going to attempt to pull his underwear over his head and obscure his vision.
That would be an uncommon attack, right?
Probably.
Yes.
Can I put my imaginary on that? 'Cause-
No, not for an uncommon attack.
Oh, okay. My common is 2?
4.
Dang it!
Oh, so close to a 1.
Yeah, I know.
I'm resisting the wedgie successfully.
Okay.
At this point, it's pretty up in your crack, likely. You've already been
Wedged
wedged.
up there.
Just, it's not quite all the
it
way
isn't
over
that
your
far
head.
up. Maybe he managed to clench in time, and that's what these.
He did
No,
take two.
I successfully wedged the first time.
He did take 2 damage.
Okay, now it's my turn. Oh. Let's see. Oh gosh, what is Frankie gonna do?
Well, he's lost hold of the greased pig.
There's a grease pig?
Oh.
Oh yeah, he kicked him off.
I'll have you know I'm quite well bathed.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't think the fire's real though. So,
Is he noticing that the orphans are being gathered up?
let me see if he notices.
There's a
You
car
noticing-
in his way.
Well,
Huh?
also the orphans are being
Well, I
the
mean, there
orphans
would
are
be
being gathered
windows
up by
in the
his
car.
volunteers.
Yes, but there doesn't appear to be any emergency for them to be doing that from his perspective.
Well,
Such
there
as a
is
car?
Yeah.
Such as
Right.
crazy people.
And wouldn't he have heard Puck yelling?
Let's see. Your car, it's a hover car, right?
Yes.
Okay. So he hops back out of it and tries to push you out of the building.
Okay. That's still a pretty heavy thing.
Is the car gonna have to resist?
Well, it depends if he's pushing the gas against him, I guess.
Yeah, previously it was in reverse somehow.
That's what
It
it is.
now has a reverse gear.
Let's see. The strength check should be enough to push it out, so I'm going to have him just shove it along.
Okay.
Oops.
Dragging the entire orphanage with me.
Earthquake! Earthquake!
And let's see if he can finish it. It's hovering by flipping it over. Yes. 20.
That'll be a reflex save for the two of us in the hover thing.
Yeah.
Your reflex?
You're wearing an 8-point seatbelt thing, so you won't get slammed around. And she seems to be fine as well.
Yeah, quit double tapping, man.
Dang it.
But she seemed to do a pretty
I'm still going to be somewhat shaken by it.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Hit hard.
Okay, so it is barrel rolled over Rabbit, make a not get crushed by the flipping hovermobile save.
Okay. So that would be reflex save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
better
get
hope
out
you
of the
go.
way. Don't mess with Frankie Orphanopoulos.
Dude's a beast.
I
Let's
don't know
assume
what
it's
I
Eve's
had
turn.
planned, but I think I managed to derail it.
Very nice.
I don't think he had much of a plan if he...
Yeah,
But,
planning's not really you guys' thing.
What's this plan of which you speak?
Yeah, is it E's turn now? That's
Yeah.
Frankie's. So do the orphans take my suggestion and go towards the exit?
Yeah, they'll follow you. So,
Good.
really, I guess their turn. I'm going to forfeit this turn to get back to you. So,
It would
boom.
also... Flint would also be an acceptable turn, considering he and I are on the same side for once.
Yay.
So Flint, do you want to start
so
leading
on
them
my
out?
turn, I'll go ahead and lead them over to the door, unless someone yells at me to stop. Let's see. This
Go for
is
it.
10, and then from here, 30 would be one move. And
If nothing else, we can start the progression out.
oh, so I can get all the way to this door here then.
Yeah, you two are the
Then-
fast characters.
I start to paw at it because I don't have thumbs and I can't open doors. No, I might be able to figure it out, but I'm out of moves, so.
Alright. Next up on the agenda is Mr. Ivan.
Do I have a line of sight on Werlitten?
You're a good friend.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna make the fire real by casting Spark on him.
No gods.
I don't know why it rolled double. Or no, that first one was the reflex save, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that casts it, and she gets her reflex save to avoid catching fire. And I guess Jack might catch on fire because she's in a grapple with him.
Yeah, and she's also very, very flammable.
Very vulnerable to fire, so her first instinct would be to shriek and try to get as far away from that as she can. Would I reflex that?
Yeah. Yeah, you get out.
Some pretty good screaming and running away. At least Werlitten is no longer having a wedgie.
He's just not wedgie. I'm just not holding on to it anymore.
His wedgie is no longer getting worse.
I'm, however, on fire.
And with that,
Look on the
I
bright side.
run away.
Okay.
Off the side of the map. I am no longer here.
Damn
You
it.
guys are such great teammates.
Why does he always have to light me on fire with the damn matchbook?
Alright, so next up on this stupid schedule is Puck.
Okay, I'm going to try and kind of run forward and sort of urge the orphans forward. My run speed is like twice my movement, right?
Maybe. Should be.
'Cause- Yeah, so I can move 80 feet here. So I'm gonna open the door. My lop-eared friend, or not so lop-eared. So I'm gonna open the door. Do I have to make some kind of opening the door check?
No, I'm not that ridiculous.
Good.
It's stuck. Give me a strength check.
You have to learn how to use your opposable thumbs. It's a dexterity check.
Thumbs.
But yeah, so where does this lead us and our little orphans?
Let's see. I'm gonna move you down to it. I'm building it down here.
Whoa.
Peter mode. Orphanage security, man.
And I'm assuming the orphans move with us.
Yeah.
They're little kids, they're fast. Plus they have 2 turns with their movement, so... Good. Okay, I'm gonna quickly, make sure, ask all the orphans, ask them if they're okay. Would that be a diplomacy check, considering that Puck's kind of scary?
Are you demanding they answer it in a certain way? Because a question you don't really need a check for.
I guess, but I'm just
You're
gonna ask
okay.
if
Okay, yeah.
I'm just gonna very urgently ask all the children, are you guys okay?
Let's see. Well, I guess they're fine.
Good.
Nothing really has
Sessions,
been.
maybe.
Well, okay, one kid got hit with a book, but I healed him, so...
Yeah. He
I'm
may
just
like
making sure it's a sensible thing to do. If you were saving a bunch of little children, you kind of have to ask how they are.
It's true.
These little children are doing pretty good for not panicking in the situation they're in.
The one that got hit with a book says, I'm going to join the Night's Watch. But
You've really got to lay off binging the show, dude.
I've already seen it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to shoot him with an arrow in the knee.
Okay, so after we finish taking our arrows to the knee, it is...
If Werlitten was doing the shooting, wouldn't it be a trident to the knee?
Yeah,
Anyways,
that's Waddles who has the tridents.
I'm going to eventually make a trident gun, but
Hell,
not.
Waddles will like you.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm on fire. I'm going to have to put myself out.
Okay.
What would that
Ejection seat ho!
All right, objection
You
seat
can
ho.
do it. You'll feel just fine.
While wearing a seatbelt, so...
Oh, wait, you can use an ejection seat?
Yeah, to put myself out.
Okay.
We're going to use intelligence to see if this actually works. See if I thought of this beforehand.
Yeah.
Wait.
Apparently, I do.
Okay, you have built an ejection seat into the car and you use it. Unfortunately, the car
car's
is
upside
flipped
down.
over, so you pretty much crater yourself into the ground.
Am I on fire still, though?
You put yourself out
So
due
it
to the
works.
fact that only your legs are sticking out of the ground at this point. And you're very much unconscious. Jack, you might want to pull him back out.
Werlitten and I do still have a blood pact, even though he ran me into a wall, so I'm going to try and yank him out by the legs and beat any of the remaining fire that he is on against the ground.
So would that be strength?
I don't know,
Yeah.
probably.
She get to use her imaginary on that.
Yeah, because it's one of those
So 5.
high adrenaline. You managed to rip his underwear, but don't care.
Oh, now it rips.
Okay. So for Frankie's turn, he comes over and one-handedly rips you out of the ground and then throws you over here and storms back in.
Good old Frankie.
I think we're banned from the orphanarium forever.
Hey, you got out the rest of your job.
Very true.
So, okay. We need something interesting in the back room of the orphanage, and I don't want it just to be the secret child labor area, so I've got to think. What is something stupid to put in the back of an orphanage?
Meth lab.
It could be that like when you run away from the orphanage, you actually fall in a hole and end up back in the basement of the orphanage. So actually, what you find there is the rabbit.
I actually tend to second the meth lab theory. But
Well,
that's because I'm pro meth lab and Pitfalls and Penguins.
I don't know. Frankie Orphanopolis is a pretty straight shooter.
Like a giant
What are the
ball
orphan
pit.
straight shooters?
It's a meth
straight
lab, but it's run by the children.
A straight shooter, is he? Maybe it's the shooting range.
Ah.
Frankie Orphanopolis seems to be like fairly muscular, so maybe it's like the training ground where he like bulks up his orphans so they can get by in life with muscles.
The weight room.
He just has a bull fighting back there.
Orphan
That's how
steroid room.
he just fights bulls
That's
sometimes.
still illegal.
Where they harvest human growth hormones from the orphan.
Jeez.
Or whatever they.
What is this, Bioshock?
It's actually a mock office facility. It's just a bunch of cubicles where he trains the orphans for bureaucratic work. Useful job skills and all of that.
Huh?
Yeah, it's not like they're going to be able to get a different job.
So all of those children are government salarymen.
I'm going to say they are... Oh, this is still hard.
Pokemon?
Pokemon.
All of the above.
A giant ball
Pokemon.
pit.
A Pokemon Stadium.
Gladiator Arena.
Are you not entertained?
I'm going to say that they are designing jetpacks back here.
Ooh,
Okay.
they're resourceful orphan.
That's very relevant to Puck's interest because Puck wants to fly more than anything.
Well, there you go. A room full of jetpacks.
Yep, none of which actually work.
Maybe we can see. Okay, I am going to go using my knowledge of everything skill. I am going to. That's the wrong sheet. I'm going to use knowledge jetpacks. Let's see, intelligence plus caster level. So that'd be 5. I'm going to use knowledge jetpacks, see if any of these jetpacks work.
Let's see. Deducing from the room.
I was going to say, wait, are you using your cataloger ability to justify knowledge of everything, or do you actually have ranks
I'm
in
using my
knowledge?
catalog. I'm using my cataloger ability.
That's not how the cataloger ability works.
Well, how does it work? Because the description's really vague.
Basically, I
Because I used
tried
it
to
at-
make it as unvague as possible, but what it really is supposed to represent is application of your knowledge of magical artifacts and ancient civilizations. Basically, if it's not
Well, a
applicable...
jetpack is a
with
magical
that-
artifact.
No, it's not.
The description made it sound like it was a using your knowledge.
What it's
of-
supposed to be is it represents knowledge you should have picked up randomly as a cataloger. So essentially it's because cataloging is such a weird and varied profession that there's no way a single knowledge check will encompass everything a cataloger might have encountered in the literature or in their personal experience. And so that covers that. Essentially, it's supposed to be relevant things that a cataloger should have bumped into at some point. And I'm going to go check the wording on that to see where that's unclear.
So there.
Like, a lot of the stuff, like, even some of the spells that catalogers get at various levels that they just
Already in
get,
the book.
some
We
of them
already
have
know
no
about that.
description.
Yeah.
So,
You know what would be an easier way to handle this than rolling a knowledge check, though? Asking one of the orphans that's behind you which jetpacks work.
okay, fair enough. I'm going to do that as diplomacy, then, which my diplomacy, I believe, also might be +5. It's +7, actually, I think. Like, either +7 or +6. So that's probably, we'll just say that that's my diplomacy check to the orphans to see if they can tell me which one of these jetpacks work.
Alright.
Come on, orphans, I did save your life.
Well, you
Like,
gotta
tell me
roll
which
it,
one
don't you?
I just rolled it.
It's
Oh, I
I'm
thought that was your
reapplying my
previous
roll.
one.
I'm reapplying it, rather than just...
It didn't work for anything, so...
We're just reapplying it.
Oh,
I might as well just keep the thing that I rolled.
sure.
I am going
Unless
to
you want to
point out.
re-roll it just in case I get a 1.
I am going to point out if they're designing jetpacks, that makes them science items, and as you most likely do not have the skill nana gadgets, you probably won't be able to use these.
He can help.
Currently, you're in like a hole, so
Smoldering.
so don't sass me. Yeah, orphans. Tell me
They
which
all
one of
work.
these
Also-
work.
Just real quick, I will admit that the wording is fairly vague on that and did not quite encompass what I meant for it to. I blame the 2-year creation process. But
I
also, I
blame
would
what-
argue that figuring out which jetpack works is not really a knowledge skill.
Okay,
Anyway,
that's
so it
probably
wouldn't
more of
be-
a pushing buttons until something works skill. Maybe mechanics,
pretty
but yes, orphans. Tell me.
They all work.
Oh, how?
Alright, so the orphans go over and load into jetpacks.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Shh! Don't blow my chances to learn how to fly.
Alright, and then they jetpack
You
out
weigh
the
less
back
than
door
a
here
month.
that I forgot to draw.
Okay,
That actually
follow
does not
orphans
tell me
out
at
the
all
back
how
door.
those work.
There's little buttons on the hand part.
Okay. I am going to put on a jetpack and try and follow the orphans.
Okay.
Would that be mechanics?
Yeah, we'll go with mechanics.
Okay. Awesome. I'm good at mechanics.
Oh.
Woo!
Alright, so you get it on and run out the door.
I'm just gonna run out the door.
Alright, you'll notice that the door faces a sheer cliff.
Whoa. I don't suppose there are any rabbit-sized jetpacks.
There might be.
Can I offer?
Should he
I can offer
not
a ride to
let
the
him
rabbit.
reflex save, saying he did say he was
Yes.
running out the door.
Hold me.
I hold my arms out for the rabbit,
I jump in your arms.
or like probably an arm out because I probably still have to have my hands on the controls. This is the happiest moment of my life. Do I have to make a check to hold back tears of joy?
You think that would be a will save?
You do notice as you're hovering off into the distance that
I'm totally
they're
crying.
really child-sized backpacks, and you guys weigh a little too much, and you're slowly starting to go down.
Puck weighs about as much as a child because she's
I
only
was
like
going to
100
say-
pounds.
This is an
Yeah, but you got a
infant
rabbit. You want to
They
jettison the
probably-
rabbit, or do you want to fly like a child?
Wait,
An infant rabbit probably weighs about as much as a human child.
He's wearing
I actually
armor.
have my weight.
Oh.
She's only 100 pounds
Wait.
because she's a skinny little girl.
They're not big children.
They're also now
Fair enough.
nourished.
They're orphans. They're
Okay,
malnourished.
okay, where does the sheer cliff lead to? Because
There's some very sharp and pointy rocks at the bottom.
They,
okay, I'm gonna try and cast Icarus wings just in case. Like, have jetpacks and wings, because then it'll feel more like I'm actually flying as well. Oh wait, shouldn't I make a like check to see if I even notice that we're sinking?
Yeah.
So that'd be my awareness, which I hope to God I'm aware of that.
I'll get a 22.
What were you rolling for, Flint?
Awareness to
Okay.
see if we're falling.
Yeah, Flint notices that you guys are losing altitude.
What do we do? Okay, I'm gonna try and cast my Icarus Wing spell, because that's like the closest thing I'd know to a parachute.
Okay.
I don't want to jettison the rabbit, because he's very fluffy.
That's the only reason.
So that's my intelligence. Whoosh.
Alright, you cast it successfully.
So we're probably descending slower now.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe I should cast.
Can I make an... We should probably make an awareness check to see, like, where... Like, if there's anywhere we can land.
Okay.
Help me, Bunny.
Someone roll a 1, Jesus Christ.
This has been a session of no ones except for you.
Yeah, I know, I got the 1-1.
Which is funny, because usually I roll nothing but ones.
I'm about to force a roll 1.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm like...
to cast alter weight on Puck.
Okay.
So let's. What is my
I imagine I wouldn't be trying to resist this.
magic bonus? 8. So.
This is gonna be the time we roll a 1. Oh, good. Roll a 1 and they sink like a stone.
So, that probably should do it. So I guess, with that I can cut your weight in half.
Oh, 50 pounds plus the weight of a rabbit. We probably weigh about as much as a child.
65.
Yeah. Yeah, they're supposed to be, kindergartners, so I think 65 pounds would probably be about right.
Yeah?
I don't measure children too much.
Fair enough.
What art? You lied to me this whole time.
Sorry to just, surprise everyone like that.
Dash your hopes. Yeah, so,
Okay.
like...
So you don't even have a general estimate from all the children throwing you do?
The what?
Children throwing you do?
Okay, now that we got this jetpack all effective, like, I'm gonna make a awareness check to try and see if there's any, like, meter on the fuel, just in case.
Oh no!
Yay!
Okay, that's probably not good.
And it was going so well, too.
It was going.
Turn. We're not...
So it turns out it's full. In fact, too full, and explodes.
Oh.
You
Sending
had to
both
check
of
the
you
fuel, man.
Sending both of you flying and cratering into the ground back over with everyone else.
There's a lot of smoldering going on.
Oh.
We flew too close to the sun.
And then check the fuel
Would
gauge.
we have any protection on that due to the Icarus wings? Because that's still casted.
You did what?
Do we have any protection? Like, do we fall slightly slower because of the Icarus wings?
Well, you can't die either way, and I think, well, okay.
Well, it's just like, will there any healers be conscious to revive us? Because
yeah,
one
because
healer's
the rabbit
down,
ran
one's
off.
unconscious, and we're the other two healers.
You come
Would this
to
be a
hours
reflex save to
later.
try and miss the ground?
Well, are you gonna roll damage, or are you just gonna say? Like, how far was the fall?
Well, it's very horizontal is the problem.
Yeah, I was going to say, y'all kind of got pitched over a building. So I guess the question is, how much momentum were you thrown to the side with? Because horizontal velocity is not reduced by distance, so you'd still have that as you hit the ground.
It's reduced by wind
Flint
resistance.
would probably get less of this considering a game like this.
So it'd be like 20d6. That's all.
Yeah, no,
Why don't
you
you-
guys are unconscious. There's
Why
no
don't
way.
you roll it and
You're
just
just
see?
exactly.
I might, if you get all 1s and a 2, then I would still be conscious.
Okay, let it rip.
You want me to do it, or are you going to?
You can do it. I want to watch.
Let's not add 8 to this.
Hey, go ahead.
Okay. So that's fair enough.
So instead of it being in prison, Puck and Flint are now in the hospital.
Well, that's an improvement.
Oh, we can't die. So.
Because
Puck,
that
Flint, and
was
Werlitten.
this might be a good time to call an ambulance.
So,
Also, there's burning wreckage everywhere.
Considering that his volunteers are now smoldering on the ground in intense amount of pain.
Can I steal Werlitten's wallet and force him to pay damages to whatever his nose is?
Nope.
so, Hubert, or not Hubert, we're going to say Henry,
Oh.
the orphanage auditor, shows up.
Oh, jeez.
And Frankie thanks him for coming. Says, "Oh yeah, Bookmobile's here. Bookmobile had a little trouble here. Why don't I get you guys, you to come into the break room with me, and I'll take you on a tour of the orphanage." And then quickly runs back out. He says, "I will give you $200
Snow
if you
dollars.
could get me replacement kids." So we don't fail this audit for not having any children.
Well, Puck kind of looks like a 12-year-old.
I've got a baby at home, which I'm going to assume, if you will allow me, that I am making C babysit right now.
And C is a hacker.
Yeah.
So can I call C and get him to bring my baby here so that it looks like
They
they're
so many
orphans?
kids throw me into the orphanage thinking I was an orphan. Can I roll a stealth check to see if they catch me sneaking out of it?
Considering you've already run away after lighting someone on fire.
I think you're kind of gone unless you just come back.
Well, I'm kind of scrawny. I might be one of the older orphans if you, revive me.
Or
Yeah,
just
Puck-
put him
like,
in a bed.
Puck, Flint, and Werlitten could, kind of pass as little kids.
And
considering
Jack can turn into a little kid. So bring the baby here, Jack can turn into a little kid, and everybody else can try and pass as little kids.
like young teenagers who just haven't
So
been
are we
adopted.
conscious again now, or?
No.
No, you guys are unconscious.
Okay.
Well, we can
Let's
do
get I
Jack
come back to
probably
see
drag
how
our
things
bodies
go.
in and tuck them in and pretend they're having nap time.
I was going to say, so basically what this guy is going to see is a bunch of scorched, unconscious orphans.
They're napping.
Oh.
Okay, so we're going to put all these stupid plans into effect with one dice roll because that's the best I can do here.
Yeah, one massive bluff check.
Let's see, where the
So-
heck is my other D10?
So would Jack be making a bluff check here to... what check would she be making to put all of this in action with the help of Frank?
Just
Okay, so we've got a 90%. So your successful bluff, you bring in the baby in time. You are able to present or you throw the imp and the rabbit into beds, claiming that they're asleep, along with Werlitten. You yourself turn into a child while baby Howie is here too. Which I should have used H for the other guy. Whoops. Oh well.
We can just switch it up.
Obviously, we need an icon for baby Howie.
Well, he is going to be a returning character. So
I will work on that.
Just use the
Considering
lowercase
the fact
h
that
for
he-
Baby Howie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, concluding his visit, Henry says, "You know, you've done a real good job here. You kids are only slightly on fire and unconscious. Last several orphanages I've gone to, the kids have either been dead or making meth. So, congratulations, Frankie. You get all the orphanage funding in town for the next year.
Yay!
And each of you
Except
make
for the cat move,
$200.
considering I'm fairly knocked out right now.
I'll drive you to the hospital.
Wow, literally not a single session has gone by where I haven't been at least partially incapacitated or knocked out.
You're doing it right.
But yeah, can someone call the hospital, considering the fact that there is a smoldering rabbit and imp?
I'll call an ambulance for you.
Better call the ambulance.
Are there health potions in Pitfalls and Penguins? Because I think I'm gonna buy one.
Yeah, they're called
beer.
booze.
It's called being a redneck. Okay,
If
I'm
any of
going.
us were,
Water mages can make healing water.
That's
I
true.
like health potions.
if I was awake, I could have used like less water, and maybe that would have done something nice.
Oh, I can
Whatever
actually,
I
Blessed
could have
water
just
does.
used Cure.
I can actually make
Or I could
healing
have just
items.
used cure.
Yeah, he can.
Or I could have just used cure. If I was conscious and hadn't just had 67 damage done to me.
You know what?
No
For
cure like a
games
full
that
for checking the
had
fuel
every
gauge.
single healer we have in it, we managed to get rid of everybody.
And we
So,
managed to
the one
incapacitate
non-healer
every
is the
single
only one
healer.
So that should probably be my next thing to work on, healing items.
Yeah, might be a good idea.
I thought it had a healing gun.
Healers, and yet all of us, like,
Well,
We're
this is how it
exploding.
ended up.
I'm
Well,
not
you-
unconscious for one.
You see,
Yeah.
the healing tools can be used by anyone. So my gun can only be used by myself and, I guess, a lighter fighter with an appropriate skill.
Yeah. I'm going to cut the broadcast here. So those of you at home, thanks for watching whatever the hell this was.
Yep.
I'm
We've had
assuming
fun.
this counts
We
for
certainly
Puck's
did.
community service.
Yeah,
You
so
did?
you're done with your community service. Way to get exploded and pretend to be a child. Unwillingly.
I did help the children escape the orphanage.
On
That's
jetpacks,
true.
where did they go?
Where the hell did those children go? They seem to just be hovering down at the bottom of the screen.
You just gave a bunch of
Back when they're
kindergartners jetpacks and a free license to fly away. They ain't coming back.
Oh, yeah, I will add them to our list of rogues gallery that have escaped.
Wouldn't they like us, though, because we gave them the opportunity to escape?
They may, in
And we
fact,
saved them
like
from
you
the
if you
psychopath.
run into them again.
I mean, I gave one of them a
So-
book.
And he does plan to join the Night Watch.
You guys are going to be paying the iron
Distraction.
price by the end of this one.
We're working
Are
on
you
getting
ever
one
going to
out
put
of
us in a
time.
situation where we're not abusing children?
In this one, you didn't have to abuse children, and technically, I don't think you really did, except for Ivan.
Werlitten. It's so much books.
You guys should have just let me make my zombie army.
Okay, with that, this ends the broadcast. We'll see you next
I
week.
did heal
Stay out
you,
of
so I
trouble.